Coming up this Friday, Hun Company is going to be releasing our new Skull Rose t-shirt design. This is going to be available at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time at thehuncompany.com. Set your reminders or click the links down below to get a reminder.
The exhaust is perfect. It's loud when you want it. It does drone, but only at 4,000 RPM, which you aren't really at. 75 miles per hour, 80 miles per hour, it's below 3,000.
So, downpipe and exhaust setup, approved.
Absolutely perfect.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't ask for a better exhaust.
Okay, does it feel faster to you? Because I felt there was a lot more torque with this new setup, without a tune.
I will say, before the exhaust, when I stepped on it, it felt like there were two lag points. One at 3,000, you hit 3,000 and go wah, and then at 6,000 and go wah again. But now the 3,000 one is gone, and just like at 6,000 it fucking goes crazy.
Hell yeah. Welcome back to today's video. The reason why we are uploading so much is because this car is actually going to be unveiled at SEMA this year, the 300 wide body kit. Oh, by the way, look at this little stash. Felt kind of spicy today. We have a schedule and a deadline to hit with this car to get everything done in time. And before we cut this car up next week, I wanted to do all the fun mods. I wanted to bag it. I wanted to do TEs. I wanted to do a catback. I wanted to do downpipes. Today, we are going to throw a tune on this car and see how it drives. We should pick up a little bit of power. This isn't gonna be like the world's best tune. It's gonna be a flash tune. We're not gonna be on a dyno, but we will be retuning the car again once we add fueling mods. But today, it's just gonna be a reflash and we should scrape up some extra power. While I'm working on the 400Z today, we have Dylan here, and to be completely honest, I think over the last month, we've been working with Dylan a lot more. There's been a lot of vlogs that we have filmed this month that you guys haven't seen yet.
That's great.
And Dylan has been in a lot of them, but you guys really haven't seen them yet. So if you don't remember Dylan when he was here for the BMW stuff, Dylan's been working with us a lot as of recently because he's a big burly man for one, but he's just good at a lot of things for you. But Dylan is gonna be working on the 370Z because as I just said, we went to a competition last weekend. We placed really well. Dylan was my crew chief, and you guys will see that video probably in the next week or so. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but there are some adjustments we need to make to this car and a new power steering rack that needs to get installed on this car because we're going to another competition this weekend. So they're gonna be fixing up this car today, loading the trailer, while I'm gonna be playing with the 400Z with you guys. Hey Peppy, guess who's arrived?
Your sister? I heard what you said to me.
What did I say to you?
Yes, and I do it. Yes.
You do?
Of course I braid my butthole hairs. Come on, man.
The king himself has arrived, and that's me.
What is Kevin gonna do today then?
I'm gonna do the most important thing today, Calvin. I will be attempting to tune the Z.
Well, I'll be right there with you, assisting you.
It's just a flash tune. It's just a flash tune.
Do you have?
Okay.
Oh, you've done that before.
Yeah, I flash tune my car all the time.
Okay, then.
I flash all the time. All right, Pep. So Pep is gonna go and mount some tires for the prep.
I'm not doing that anymore. Dylan has convinced me not to.
I didn't even know what that was.
Dude, he's just an animal. Look at him. Like this car here is 20 feet off the ground, and look at where his head's at.
I'm 6'8".
In the meantime, I'm gonna be assisting Kevin.
And
what do you need me to do, Captain?
I need you. Oh. Everyone. Oh, hey, how's it going?
There is a tire.
Hey, how you doing?
Calvin bit my finger off, dude. He got mad at me. It's fucking gone,
You got pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
You bit it off?
Yeah, dude.
I want to say thank you. I want to say, get over here. You, over there in the hat. Thank you, TJ. He fixed my car. Put your finger in my tube. That's the problem. What the hell? I have no idea.
It's bubbled.
It's bubbled on the inside.
What the hell? What is that? Oh, is that the gas fill?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm doing is AMS, they sent us a beta tune, and we're gonna be using EcuTech to put the flash onto the car. It's in beta, obviously, because these cars are so brand new. So what we're gonna do for them is flash the car, and then we're gonna take a bunch of data logs. So there's a bunch of parameters like idling logs, casual driving logs, and all the other logs, so that they can take all that data and make sure that the tune is perfect just for this car, so that when it gets out to release, like all these minor things that they have to tweak are good for you when you get your 400Z. So now I'm just trying to flash this, and hopefully I don't break it. The first thing you always want to do is you always want to back up your ECU whenever you're tuning, just in case something goes wrong, because in the BMW world there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And so I've had friends brick cars before, so the first thing I did was back up the ECU, and luckily I did that because 2 minutes into backing this up, the car has like a safety feature where if you're not doing anything, it cuts the power, and you don't want to do that in the middle of flashing your car. Well, one of the tricks for BMW is you put your driver belt into the buckle so it knows that you're sitting in the car. So I'm assuming it's the same for this. Programming sequence has now been complete. So I think we're good. Start this baby up and get to data logging. So the car starts. Let's see if there's any check engine lights or anything like that.
Nada.
Nada?
Nada.
Yeah, I think we're good. Now we can get to data logging, and I don't know what else to say.
Fire up the engine on the PC screen, file open ROM. I have no idea what I'm doing. Look at them, all them numbers!
I'll teach you something!
Look at the number! Look, I'm looking at the numbers, Teach. Look at them numbers.
Dude, you know how long it took him to do that?
Kevin, you walked away from
Today's been a rough day.
Log
There's
to
been a lot of things
file.
going on today.
Listen,
Did it work?
the instruction set in italics, it says log to file. Click. Oh, look at it turn green. I basically picked all the parameters. We're gonna go for a drive. Kevin's driving it. I'm watching the memes.
We're just gonna take a log and be right back.
I just want to say how much I appreciate Calvin and Kevin filling in for the vlog when days like today when there's a lot to do. I'm trying to assist Dylan with certain things and taking care of a bunch of stuff. They are carrying today's vlog and I love that. I think that's super cool. So I guess moral of the story is don't go drifting because drifting takes up too much time of prepping your car. Just don't go drifting if you want to build cars. It's just as simple as that.
Now we're on the freeway. We just had traffic, so it's in stop and go traffic. It was kind of hard to say. So the biggest gripe I've had so far that I've seen about this car is that the RPM gauge. So if you look at it, the 0, 1, 2, and 3, like 4,000 RPMs at the very bottom. And I feel like that's what you use the most in daily driving. And so when I'm looking down, when I'm learning a car, like I'm trying to figure out like where I should be shifting and stuff. I'm having to look so far down. Maybe that's just like that's a weird thing for me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think that's a big deal. This throw is really long, and the shifting itself doesn't feel precise. I want to say I like it so far. I need more time.
Yeah, need a little more seat time.
Yeah, but it feels good. It sounds kind of good, buddy.
It sounds great.
It feels a little spicy. It's a little spicy. But yeah, we're just cruising. We're just getting a normal driving data load.
No, that wasn't normal at all.
But yeah, we're gonna go back to normal mode now.
Like,
Alright.
Okay, so I think after about 15-20 minutes, I kind of got used to the clutch. I got used to the RPMs. The only thing I haven't gotten used to is really the shifter. Like it feels long and it feels like I'm really having to throw it into gears. But I think if I spent more time and got used to it, I'd really enjoy the car. But right now the car is on bags and stuff like that, and Calvin brought out an entire crew. What the? He just brought out the whole shop. I love the way it looks. I could get used to the driving.
Kevin, you want to air it out real fast? Watch your feet.
And we're going down. But yeah, I think I have more time with it, but I still think it's a great car. I like it.
Alright guys, so we're back in the car, driving it home, and as Calvin and Kevin probably explained to you today, we're on a beta tune right now from AMS. Now this tune's gonna improve because we just sent our data log. Let me roll the windows up, a little loud. Now this tune is gonna improve once we get the revised version back, but just on our beta tune that they sent over to us, again, my butt dyno's on fire. My butt dyno is telling me we have a little more power, and we also have some timing pulled, so you get some personality on D-cell a little bit. I'm gonna try to get an example of what that will sound like in just a little bit once we get off the freeway. But when you're like 5,000, 5,500 RPM on D-cell after giving it some throttle, you're getting a little bit of gurgle. Not pops and bangs, but just a little bit of gurgle. It actually reminds me a lot of the Mark V Supra, how it comes stock. You put it in sport mode, for those of you who know, or have a B58, you get that like really cool personality burble. Not over the top where it's like pop and bangy and just a novelty. It sounds good. I'm gonna try and get a clip of it, but I'm excited over the next day or two we should get the revised version, get this back, and then we'll get on the dyno and see how much power we got. But my suspicion is probably we'll get like at least 50 horsepower out of it on 91 before we go to E85, and I think the sky is the limit. I think you can get like 500 horsepower easy on a VR30. I know there's gonna be some VR30 owners below, so feel free to chime in on what we can expect, because I just don't know yet. I'm gonna give you guys a little demonstration here. So above 5,000 RPM, it gives you a little bit of personality. I'm not sure as we went from 3 to 4 you guys can really hear it because there's so much wind noise, but at first gear you can hear it. It's not much, but let me tell you something. I feel like this car really is missing that from factory compared to the Supra. Out of the box, the Supra just has character. It has an exhaust note that I think sounds really good. And I think that this car really lacks that. So, I don't know. Every day I'm like learning something new about it, or like I'm coming to a determination of like, hey, I like this, I don't like this. And that's one thing this car needs. It's just a little bit of personality, because I don't think this exhaust note sounds very good. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Some intakes, maybe some blow-off valves. I haven't seen anyone that has made them yet. I'm sure I could probably find some from a different platform, but I'd really like to get more turbo noise out of this car, and I know it's possible. I just got home and we are doing a family dinner with Sabrina's parents, AKA Big T. He's moving that car right now. I'll explain that in a second. But I just want to show you what an addiction looks like. Well, one car should be in there, but man, this is Big T. Welcome back.
Sup?
There's too many cars right now. Some of these need to be at the shop, which speaking of shop, I'll give you a shop update in the next couple videos. But long story short, prices are crazy on building right now, and we're just trying to be cautious of not spending too much money when we don't need to, because if you guys are watching Shadman's videos, man, they are just, he's explained enough. He's spending a lot of money just to build now, and I'm trying to not, I'm trying to not do that. So we're gonna go to dinner, and dude, I'll be real with you. I'm getting a lot of compliments on the stash today. Todd has been looking at new vehicles as of recently, and for those who don't know, Sabrina's C8 is at Chevy right now getting some services and all that type of stuff. So they gave us a loaner car, and the loaner car for her C8 was this truck, which is pretty nice. Thank you, Chevy. Todd's been looking at trucks as of recently, and you know, I'm a Chevy guy, so Todd was like, hey, maybe I'll take the loaner and take it for a test drive and see how she lives.
Wow, my dad's repping the Sabrina Strong Jet.
Yes, I am.
That's so... And TJ's beef.
14 pounds of keys.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, and here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Let's see how his review is. I didn't film any clips at dinner, but we just got back home, so this is where I'm gonna
Bad vlogger alert.
I'm gonna conclude today. Well, I do like the I'm gonna conclude today's video. I wanna say I saw some comments in yesterday's video that some of you are upset on how fast we're built. Like, I saw people complaining or saying that we're building the 400 too fast because I want to be the first ever to get parts on this car. Guys, let me just say this. One, why would I want it stock? Of course I'm gonna build it as fast as I can. I've had parts lined up for this car for a very long time, and we're fortunate enough, we have a bunch of amazing partners who have parts and want us to like have them. So yeah, of course we're gonna build it fast. Two, I'm trying to build a SEMA car in less than 30 days. Am I gonna go to SEMA on a stock exhaust and stock wheels and no suspension? No, guys. I'm building this for SEMA. Like I told you in the last video, we're going to Japan at the end of this month. Time is limited. We need to act fast, which is why I've uploaded like 4 times in the last 4 days, because there's just so many videos that are gonna come out this month that they need to come out. So I don't know. I always see comments like that and I'm like, what? Why is that? I don't understand when people think that's a bad thing. Tomorrow morning, Sabrina and I are waking up really early and going to Cars and Coffee with the 400Z, and it's late and I need some beauty sleep because I'm getting bags under my eyes. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. It's gonna be a fun little day in the life. Whoa. Okay, clearly she's saying let's get to bed. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out and keep moving forward.
What? I gotta load it up.
Oh shit, Kev. Fucking
So much pressure. Like this.